Now let's talk about some of these stories. So let's start off with this one. I know a lot of you are anchored. Some of you understood. I don't know where you lie, but President Ruto, who was with his wife Rachel, was accompanied by his Tanzanian counterpart Samia Suluhu, who sat in front of him. If you saw, in the picture, the two presidents were among other dignitaries who were expected to attend the funeral of, of course, of Queen Elizabeth II. U.S. President Joe Biden was also among the few leaders who was there, and he was allowed to use his helicopter in London. Heads of state attending the funeral had been encouraged to travel by commercial flights to avoid putting too much strain on London's airport, because I'm imagining that, or airports, but, because they would all fly in private, and it was just going to be a mess, I understand. Kwaj, what did you think about it? Did you understand where they were coming from?
Tumezoesha vibaya, very true. It's a thing. This is what people in civilized countries sometimes they try to do. I am not saying. First of all, everyone who was saying that why did they allow President Biden to come on his own motorcade, and then the rest of them in the bus. He's representing another Africa. Like America is a whole Africa. So if you think about it, the head of America was in their own bus. I don't know if you get what I mean.
I get it.
So now, but anyway, if you look at London as as a destination for traffic control, one of the very things that we have been struggling with in this country is something as simple as kutoa matatu town. Which is the cause of a lot of traffic snarl-ups in this country. And the reason why this is because, one, of course, everyone is buying a car these days, so everyone is, kwa traffic ya watu hamsini. You have 50 people sitting in their own cars, and then you have 70 sharing a bus together. So if we could all be convinced that a public transport system is efficient enough for you to leave your car at home and just use it, we would not be having traffic. Yeah. And of course, if you imagine how many world leaders were going to attend the Queen's funeral, if you had each and every one of them coming with 15 cars, kila mtu, they would have to borrow parking space from neighboring countries, and that's what they didn't want.
Are you saying, because we use matatus to mezoea public transportation, is that what you're, because that's what I heard.
No, I'm saying if public transportation was efficient, we wouldn't have to use our own cars.
It was Madarao.
Yeah, Ati Madarao. It's not Madarao. And it's been made to look like it's only African leaders who did. It's not. No. All the other world leaders except Biden.
Because there was an intention behind that picture when they were sharing it. Of course, you know why they were sharing it. You know how it looked.
Yeah, because even then they were like, why? Because even I don't know who did this pose. I think it was Suluhu. There's a way, that way emoji. Yeah. I have mad respect for Museveni now, because he said, you know what? I did this before. I think it was for the late Prince Philip's passing. I am not doing it again. I'm not getting huddled in a bus. Sometimes, lazima ujibebe with a little bit of dignity. I think our relations would still be great with the United Kingdom if our president did not go. Sometimes you just have to teach people how to treat you. That's how I see it. I thought it was disrespectful.
And it's not just a funky. It's like when you go into a funky and ikona State House girls, ikona Moi girls, ikona all the best schools in the country. And then unataka kuniambia. And then also, guys, if you think about it, this one compared to the ships we used to go there in the first place.
You are. You went there. Okay, so Cindy said she would have gone.
I'd have skipped it.
She stands there outside that bus. Nikama kwa hapa Kencom aseme by the way atutazoeana ya rudi. Matro, what about you?
It's interesting that watu wanadhani Biden anaweza kwa the same category as all the other world leaders. It is very interesting because the level of security threat against the US president is greater than all the African presidents combined. That is the reason why he drove in his motorcade. That is the only reason. It has nothing to do with how important you are as an African leader.
But it has everything to do with but it has everything to do with it because you're saying these guys in the bus can't be bombed.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Nobody is interested in them.
It is not about the bus. It is not about them being in the bus. It's about Biden being in the bus.
Yes.
With them.
It would have actually been even riskier for them if Biden was in the bus.
With them, yes.
Yes.
In fact, Mato is saying that at our presidents, hatuwezi wa trust around Biden.
I do not want my words to be misconstrued.
I know, na venye serikali ni mpya. But we are seeing you. Anyway, so what were your thoughts though when you saw it? We're going to read some of your tweets. So do tweet us at The Trend Live with the hashtag TTTT. We're going to be right back after this.